Right. The sun's definitely climbing higher, the days are stretching out, and you can practically smell the barbecue smoke drifting over the fence.
Summer is officially here.
It really is.
And for many of us, that means trying to balance that, undeniable pull of everything happening outside: the longer evenings, the warm breeze, maybe even the distant hum of a lawnmower,
Mm.
with the reality of getting our work done, often still from home.
Mm.
Staying focused when the world outside is calling like that, it can feel like a real challenge.
It is. That pull is powerful. And, when you add the heat and potential discomfort into the mix, it can sometimes feel like you're battling your environment just to maintain focus.
Yeah.
It's a unique challenge, isn't it, that the summer season brings to working from home?
Absolutely. And that's exactly why, as the team here at the Urban Herald, we've taken a deep dive into this topic recently. We pulled together insights and strategies from our latest analysis focused specifically on how to not just survive, but actually thrive while working from home during these warmer, more distracting summer months.
So our mission for this deep dive is really to unpack those proven tips and evergreen strategies and, well, help you beat the heat and stay productive.
And what immediately jumps out from our analysis, something we're kind of calling the stat of the summer, is that a significant number of remote workers find this setup beneficial. We found that 57% of employees report higher productivity levels when working remotely.
57%. Wow. That sounds incredibly promising on the surface, especially when you factor in the flexibility remote work offers in the summer.
It does, but as our analysis highlighted, that flexibility comes with a crucial caveat. Mental health is paramount. While remote work can boost productivity for many, that same environment can also lead to increased isolation and burnout if you're not intentional about managing it.
Right.
So the goal isn't about extracting more hours from you during the summer, but about working well, maintaining productive output, and crucially, staying healthy and balanced. It's a quality, not just quantity, especially when the distractions and heat are high.
That's a vital distinction to make. It's about integrating work into a balanced life, not letting it take over, especially during a season that's supposed to be about rejuvenation. So how did our analysis break down how to achieve that balance and productivity?
We really looked at it from a few angles. First, making sure your physical environment is set up for summer success. Then, adapting and mastering your daily routine. And finally, tackling the mental side, maintaining focus and motivation while always prioritizing your well-being.
Okay, let's jump right into those strategies from the Urban Herald's analysis, starting with getting your space ready, setting up for success, your summer WFH environment.
Right. It might seem obvious, but your immediate physical surroundings have a huge impact on your ability to concentrate and perform. Our analysis underscored the direct link between workplace temperature and cognitive performance. When you're uncomfortably hot, your brain simply can't function at its best.
So temperature control is foundational then. Beyond just having air conditioning, what practical proven tips did the team find in the analysis?
Well, fans are your friend, definitely. Use strategically. One classic, slightly quirky tip mentioned is the DIY ice bowl trick. Placing a bowl of ice water in front of a fan creates a cooler mist as the water evaporates.
Huh,
It's simple science, but genuinely effective for localized cooling.
I love that. Like a little mini swamp cooler right on your desk.
Exactly. Natural ventilation is also key, but timing is everything. Open windows wide early in the morning or late in the evening when the air is cooler. But as soon as the sun gets intense, close those windows and, importantly, close your blinds or curtains.
Especially blackout blinds. Our analysis really highlighted those.
Oh, a total game changer. Yeah, the analysis pointed out that blackout blinds or thick curtains do double duty. They eliminate screen glare, preventing you from looking like you're squinting through a dust storm, or, as our article humorously put it, broadcasting from a witness protection program on video call.
Huh.
But more importantly, they physically block the sun's heat from entering the room. And for anyone wanting to go deeper on cooling homes, the analysis also signposted additional resources available through the Urban Herald.
Good to know, especially when temperatures really soar. What about navigating genuine heat waves or, extreme heat?
Our analysis stressed that this is when staying informed with local weather alerts becomes non-negotiable. You might need to make more drastic schedule adjustments, maybe shifting to working exceptionally early or planning a much longer midday break during the absolute peak heat hours.
Makes sense.
For immediate personal cooling, keeping a spray bottle of water nearby for a quick mist on your face or neck can help. And applying cooling gel packs or even just a damp cloth to pulse points like your wrists and neck offers surprisingly fast relief.
Simple stuff, but the kind of thing you forget in the moment. And dressing for the condition seems obvious, but
Easily overlooked. Totally. The analysis recommended prioritizing breathable, light-colored clothing and actively avoiding synthetic fabrics that trap heat against your skin. These small personal adjustments contribute significantly to overall comfort.
okay. So beyond temperature, how else can the workspace environment be optimized for summer WFH? Natural light is a big one for remote setups, isn't it?
It is. The analysis highlighted the benefit of positioning your desk near a window to soak up some natural daylight. It's great for mood and energy, but you absolutely need to angle your screen correctly to avoid direct glare. That gray doesn't just make it hard to see, it causes eye strain.
Right, so you get the benefits without the drawbacks.
Precisely. And using sheer curtains can help diffuse that harsh sunlight, softening it into something more like a, well, soft Instagram filter for your workspace, while still letting that mood-boosting light in. Our analysis even included visual guidance on optimizing this.
Nice touch. And what about clutter? Summer seems like a good time for a bit of a refresh.
It really is. Our analysis drew a clear line between a tidy desk and a tidy mind. Summer's a natural point for a home office clear out and refresh. Getting rid of accumulated clutter makes the space feel lighter and airier. Simple storage solutions, think attractive baskets, trays, or dedicated cable boxes, can make a big difference in keeping things neat and feeling breezy, which kind of aligns with the whole summer vibe.
So the physical space is optimized. What about the tech and tools that keep us connected and on track? That feels pretty crucial too.
Oh, absolutely. Reliable internet is crucial year-round for remote work. But as the analysis pointed out, summer storms can be notorious for disrupting Wi-Fi. Having a backup plan isn't just nice, it's pretty much essential.
Like a mobile hotspot, is that the main thing?
That's the primary recommendation, yeah. Or, as the article added with a bit of a wink, knowing your neighbor's Wi-Fi password, though it's stressed asking very nicely first.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Right. But even simple things like ensuring your router is in a central, elevated location can help maximize your signal strength. Worth checking.
Essential checks, for sure. And for actually managing the workload itself.
This is where digital productivity tools really come into play. The analysis recommended leveraging apps for task management like Trello, Asana, or Todoist to keep track of your workflow. And for maintaining focus on specific tasks, Pomodoro timers, such as the Focus Booster app, were highlighted as incredibly effective.
Ah, the Pomodoro technique, those focused work sprints followed by short breaks.
Exactly. It breaks down the work into manageable chunks. Another essential tool the analysis zeroed in on for summer WFH was noise-canceling headphones. As the world outside gets more active cue, the lawnmowers, kids playing, general neighborhood noise blocking that out can be the key to deep, uninterrupted work.
Definitely a non-negotiable for many, myself included.
Yeah.
And comfort is key when it's hot, ergonomically speaking, too.
Absolutely. Ergonomics don't just apply to posture, they apply to temperature comfort, too. The analysis suggested options like swapping a heavy office chair for a more breathable mesh design, or simply adding a cooling seat pad. Keeping a small towel or cooling gel pack nearby during peak heat can also offer quick relief. The analysis even included a visual guide to ergonomic setups optimized for summer.
It sounds like getting the environment dialed in is a massive head start. And the analysis even compiled all of this into a handy checklist, right?
It did, yeah. The Summer WFH Essentials checklist developed by the team included items like a large water bottle, critical, a fan or AC unit, those noise-canceling headphones, blackout blinds, light, breathable clothing, a task management app or planner, healthy snacks like fruit, nuts, or yogurt to keep energy up, sunscreen for outdoor breaks,
Sunscreen, good one for breaks.
a power bank in case of storm-related power outages, and even the suggestion of a desk plant for a touch of indoor nature.
A power bank is such a smart, easily forgotten detail. And the Urban Herald team actually made a downloadable version of that checklist available.
Yes, it's there as a resource for anyone wanting to systematically ensure they have all the bases covered for a productive and comfortable summer work season. Really helpful.
Excellent. So once your space is set up for the heat, how do you tackle the flow of the workday itself? Summer days feel different. The energy shifts, doesn't it?
Mastering your summer WFH routine is really about adaptation and flexibility, as our analysis underscored. It's about working with the season, not against it.
How can we be flexible effectively then?
Well, taking advantage of the cooler parts of the day is a key strategy. Starting work earlier, maybe even before the official workday traditionally begins, allows you to get a significant chunk of focus work done in a cooler, quieter environment before the heat and distractions ramp up.
Hmm.
Or if you're naturally a night owl, shifting more intensive tasks to the evening once things cool down again. The flexibility remote work offers is a real asset here.
So ditching the rigid 9 to 5 is encouraged if your job allows it.
Absolutely, if possible. The analysis encouraged adapting your hours to match your personal energy levels and those tempting summer activities. For example, if your job structure allows, taking a longer break in the middle of the hottest part of the day, maybe for a quick dip if you have access to a pool, or just stepping away entirely can be hugely refreshing and actually boost your focus and productivity later.
Ah, can make sense.
The vital part, as always, is communicating any adapted schedule clearly with colleagues and your team. That's key.
Communication smooths everything over. How about managing the tasks themselves within that flexible routine?
Batching similar tasks together was a technique strongly recommended in the analysis. Grouping all your emails for one block, then focusing purely on creative work or handling all administrative duties at once, this reduces context switching. Shifting gears constantly is mentally taxing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And that fatigue is amplified when you're also dealing with heat. Batching keeps your mental energy focused.
That makes a lot of sense. Less friction, more flow. And intentional breaks are non-negotiable, I assume, especially in summer.
Non-negotiable, and even more important in the heat. The analysis emphasized stepping away from your desk regularly, ideally every hour. Even just a few minutes to stretch, walk around, or get some fresh air makes a difference. Using simple reminders, whether it's an app like Stretchly or just a timer on your phone, is crucial for actually taking those breaks.
And making breaks count, like lunch. Don't just eat at the desk.
Exactly. The analysis encouraged making the most of your lunch break. If possible, eating outside on a balcony, in your garden, or at a nearby park, even just for 20 minutes, provides a vital change of scenery that can spark creativity and lift your mood for the afternoon stretch.
Hydration comes up again and again, and for good reason in the summer, I guess.
Oh, it's framed in the analysis as your fundamental productivity superpower. Keeping a large water bottle right within reach and making a conscious effort to refill it multiple times throughout the day is incredibly important. Simple things like adding slices of citrus or mint can make staying hydrated more appealing and less of a chore.
True, little things help. And mindful movement. What about that?
Crucial for combating that summer lethargy, the analysis recommended incorporating short bursts of physical activity throughout the day, like 5-minute yoga flows, quick desk stretches, a brisk walk around the block during a break. Regular movement helps keep your mind sharp and your body feeling less sluggish.
Okay, so we've optimized the environment, adapted the routine. But how do you maintain focus and motivation when it's hot and, the world outside is buzzing with distractions? That feels like the toughest part sometimes.
Yeah, it can be. This comes down to effective goal setting and prioritization, according to the analysis. It's about being realistic about what you can achieve.
Realistic being the key word, I imagine. Not trying to do everything.
Precisely. For summer productivity, the focus shifts to working smarter, not necessarily harder or longer. The analysis suggested realistic daily and weekly goals, maybe adopting a method like identifying your big three, the three most important tasks to accomplish each day.
Prioritizing based on impact.
Yes, and
Yeah.
timing those tasks smartly. The analysis recommended tackling high-impact or challenging work during your personal peak energy times, which for many people is the morning, and saving more routine or administrative tasks for the afternoon when energy might naturally dip, especially in the heat.
Right.
Breaking down any large, daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable steps also makes progress feel attainable and reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed.
That ties directly back into managing energy levels, doesn't it?
It's fundamental. The analysis reiterated the non-negotiable link between sleep, nutrition, and productivity, a link often tested by summer's longer days and social temptations. Prioritizing sufficient, quality sleep is vital. Fatigue is perhaps the biggest barrier to sustained focus.
And eating to support that energy, not heavy meals.
Exactly. Choosing light, nutritious meals that won't leave you feeling sluggish is key. The analysis pointed to summer fruits, salads, and lean proteins as ideal options. Keeping healthy snacks readily available helps prevent energy crashes and supports consistent focus. Things like nuts, yogurt.
Okay. What about the power nap? Is that officially sanctioned by the analysis?
Huh. If your schedule and workspace allow, the analysis noted that a short 10-20-minute power nap can be incredibly restorative, resetting your brain for an afternoon push. It's all part of understanding and working with your personal energy fluctuations throughout the day.
Interesting.
The analysis even included an example table mapping typical energy levels across the day and suggesting the best types of tasks for those times, with specific notes about adjusting for peak heat.
That's really fascinating, tailoring your workday, not just to your energy, but the temperature outside, too.
It's about holistic self-management, really. And then there's the psychological side, actively combating that potential summer slump mentality.
Ah, yes, the slump. It's definitely a hurdle when you see everyone else seemingly on holiday.
It is. The analysis suggested incorporating mindfulness and stress reduction techniques. Even short, guided meditation sessions or simple breathing exercises can help quiet the mental noise and bring you back to the present task. Apps like Headspace or Calm can be helpful resources here.
And celebrating progress must help combat that feeling, too, right?
Yes.
Acknowledging what you did get done.
Absolutely crucial. The analysis stressed the importance of acknowledging and celebrating your wins no matter how small. Finishing a particularly tough task, hitting a key milestone, give yourself a small reward. Whether it's an iced coffee or stepping outside for a few minutes of safe sun exposure, it reinforces positive behavior.
And staying connected with colleagues, so that helps.
Definitely. Maintaining a sense of connection combats isolation, which the analysis highlighted as a real risk for remote workers, especially in the summer when you might feel disconnected from the vibrant external world. Scheduling informal virtual coffee breaks or regular check-ins with colleagues provides camaraderie and accountability too.
That brings us squarely to the mental health aspect, which the analysis emphasized strongly alongside productivity. You mentioned it earlier with the 57% stat.
It's a critical point that cannot be overstated. While that 57% productivity stat is encouraging, the analysis explicitly detailed the potential for increased isolation and burnout in remote work, risks that can feel heightened when the outside world is actively inviting you away from your screen.
So actively planning to combat isolation is necessary then. It doesn't just happen.
Yes, exactly. The analysis recommended being proactive about scheduling virtual or maybe even in-person meetups with colleagues, friends, and family. Joining online communities related to your professional or personal interests can also help maintain social connections.
And preventing burnout. Strict boundaries, I imagine. Is that the main thing?
Paramount. Setting and enforcing clear boundaries for your work hours is essential. The analysis stressed the importance of taking real holidays, even if it's a vacation. Your brain needs a complete break from both the work and the home office environment to truly recharge.
It's just too easy for work to bleed into everything when your office is your home, isn't it?
It is. And robust social connection was presented in the analysis as a powerful antidote to those potential summer WFH blues. Actively planning social activities for after work, meeting a friend for a walk, having a backyard barbecue, even just a video call, provides that vital human connection and separation from the workday.
So finding that equilibrium between getting the work done and fully enjoying the season. It sounds like work-life balance is really the thread running through all these strategies we've talked about.
It really is the ultimate goal. The section on summer work-life balance in the analysis heavily emphasized establishing clear boundaries.
How specific should those boundaries be? What did the analysis say?
Defining clear start and end times for your workday, and crucially, sticking to them.
Yeah.
The analysis advised physically shutting down your laptop and resisting the urge to just check one more email once your workday is done. Creating a deliberate cutoff point.
Yeah, creating a ritual to mark the end of the day maybe helps mentally separate work from home.
It does. Recreating that mental transition that a commute provides can be really effective. The analysis suggested rituals like a short walk around the block, changing out of your work clothes into casual wear, or listening to a podcast or music for a set amount of time after you log off. Anything that signals the workday is over.
And again, communicating that availability to people.
Vital. The analysis stressed letting colleagues and family know your defined working hours and when you are intentionally offline. This transparency manages expectations and protects your valuable personal and downtime.
Okay, and finally, actively integrating summer activities into your schedule.
Yeah.
Not just hoping they happen.
Yes, this is where you truly get to harvest the benefits of working through this beautiful season. The analysis encouraged planning personal time for summer pleasures, scheduling that morning run, that evening barbecue with friends, that weekend hike, and treating these plans with the same importance as you would a work meeting. Put them in your calendar.
Schedule fun. I can definitely get behind that. It makes it real.
Exactly. Make the most of those longer evenings and weekends. And taking actual holidays to completely disconnect, even short ones, is essential for preventing burnout and fully recharging. The analysis even included visual examples of this transition from work to personal time.
Wow. That was a really comprehensive deep dive into navigating the specific challenges and actually the opportunities of working from home during the summer, drawing directly from the Urban Herald team's analysis.
Yeah, it really showed that sustainable summer productivity isn't about white knuckling through it or denying yourself the joys of the season. It's about making thoughtful, intentional adjustments to your physical environment, refining your routine, and managing your mindset and energy.
Turning summer's unique conditions into advantages almost.
Exactly. The analysis highlighted that the most effective tips are the ones you can actually integrate into your own life. It's about experimenting, finding what works best for you, and adapting. You absolutely can chase deadlines and enjoy the benefits of the season.
Achieving both professional success and a genuinely enjoyable, memorable summer. It's about thriving, not just surviving the heat and distractions, guided by the insights from the Urban Herald's perspective.
That's the aspiration, isn't it? Go forth and tackle that to-do list, maybe with a strategically placed fan and a cold drink nearby, knowing that downtime and summer fun are scheduled too. That's the power of flexible working, done intentionally.
So, given all the strategies and insights we've just unpacked from the Urban Herald team's analysis, from cooling your space to adapting your routine and protecting your energy, here's something for you to consider as you head back to your workspace today. What's just one small, practical change could you make right now, maybe even today, to make your summer work-from-home experience even a little bit more productive and maybe just a little bit more enjoyable?